Damn itchy stuff.
You got your manifold, screamer pipe, downpipe.
Middle of the cock.
That's exactly what you wanted.
Like a glove. Before? Probably better.
After. Yeah, boy! Right, hello, welcome back to the channel. Car's still up on axle stands. Elite Racing Transmissions are on the case of making me up some custom one-piece shafts. So whilst I wait for that, I'm looking at things I can do. And one of the things that's on the list of things to do is I'm going to be taking out the twins. Not permanently, I want to whip these out and I'm going to take all the exhaust manifold downpipe off. While B&B Precision Engineering are going to be coating all of this, the two exhaust housings, manifold, screamer pipe and downpipe, and I might, whilst I got it all apart, look into actually rerouting the screamer pipe into the downpipe, purely because noise regs and tracks, and I do actually want to try and take this out on track. Whether or not I'll get away with the side exit that's on it, I don't know, but I think this will help. Also, I want to try and redo, you can't see it because I've hidden it, but when I first made this manifold years ago, I just put a cone on it, similar to the Area 6 manifolds, and it will work, it just doesn't look as nice as a nice merger. So me and Zach at Zewspeed have been discussing ways that we can maybe chop the cone out and do some form of tube with a small curved section and a straight, slash cut it and try and make some kind of weld-on collector that's a little bit nicer looking. You'll see it when I unwrap it. This isn't the best looking collector, but as I said, Area 6 used to do it, and with a turbo application you're jamming all the airflow through and a cone will work, I'm sure, pretty much just as good as a merger collector, but the merger collectors just look a lot nicer. You have to excuse me, I'm covered in dust because I'm currently decorating, which is, yeah, struggling to try and find the time to actually get on this thing. But yeah, if I can whip this off, eye up the how we're going to do the downpipe and take this over to Zach and see if we can chop this up, make that bit prettier, and then I can ship it all off to B&B, and I'm going to be doing it in a popping white ceramic coat. I think that's going to look the craziest, and I'm fully aware that it's, and they've warned me, it's porous, and as soon as you touch it with a grubby finger it's going to look mucky after a little while, but I do really like the look of the white ceramic coated exhaust manifolds. I just think they kind of remind me of like urinal, PVC urinal bends, but it looked like a crazy noodle party turbo. Yeah, it would just make it look, this engine bay look even more crazier, I think. Plus, the main thing is the heat management, and this is the Funk Motorsport wrap. Don't get me wrong, this has done a blinding job of making sure that the bonnet doesn't melt and trying to keep all of the heat like in the pipes for maximum spooling and not just generally melting and cooking everything. But I do think ceramic coating is going to be even better than this, and yeah, going forward, when we start turning up the boost on it, I think everything's going to get really, really hot, although it is already really, really hot. So, and the other ideas I've had is, you know, turning this off into like an air box and try and separate it all from this crazy heat here, and just there's a lot going on in here, and I think this big blob of heat generating nightmareness, I think it's inhaling a lot of hot air, which doesn't help. So yeah, lots to do, no time to do it, but let's crack on and see where we end up. So that's the manifold off and the screamer pipe, and I wanted to see if I could get the manifold off and leave the turbo in situ to see how stable it was. And with the downpipe all bolted to the engine and this stabiliser bar, it's kind of holding, and obviously the boost pipe, it's kind of holding the turbos roughly where they need to be, which is handy because if we chop this bit off, we need to know that whatever we remount with a new collector, this is going to be in the right place, so that everything obviously fits. Everything's so super tight in here. I can't really afford for this to be, you know, 10 or 20 mil out of place. So yeah, I think we'll get away with that. I might have to make up an additional brace or bracket to kind of hold it where we want it whilst we mock up the new collector, but I'm quite impressed with how sturdy that is without the turbo manifold holding it where it needs to be. But look at all the mess down there. Literally, it's got it everywhere. Goddamn itchy stuff. Okay, so that's all the exhaust off. You've got your manifold, screamer pipe, downpipe. It's obviously had a hard life underneath all of that heat wrap with all the heat cycles that it's gone through this, well, the last year. But as you can see, this is the cone that I'm not overly pleased with. So I might just clean this up a little bit with a wire brush, but the plan is to chop that off and yeah, remake this section, make it look a little bit nicer. Okay, so I've popped down to Zach at Zewspeed. He's going to help me do some, it's cosmetic surgery. That's the word I was thinking of. So yeah, we're going to basically just make this bit look a little bit prettier, hopefully.
We're going to cut the cone off and try and put a normal collector on it.
Yeah, basically. So we've already braced it to the engine, or to the head, so we know that when we slice and dice this up, it'll all go back together and hopefully be in the right place. Need to just crack on because we've been procrastinating and playing with the CNC that he's now got, and I'm going to fire up the big belt sander in a bit as well that he's just got. But yeah,
just for the fun of it.
Just for the fun of it. Warren at work helped me draw this up, well, my idea up in 3D, and these are my technical drawings that we're working to. Whether or not they're going to work or not, we'll find out. He's just making up a mock-up out of PVC pipe because it's a lot quicker and cheaper and easier to double check my measurements. So far this is looking like it should work. We've got these little 20-degree curved slither bits, so they're going to be our bits up the top, and now I've got the fun task of removing the cone, getting rid of this bit. It's ugly go now. So let's cut that off. So I'm just tidying up this area here, grinding it all back to the welds. So we're going to leave this little plate in the middle. I've got this stainless steel cast spike that we're going to weld on in there. And then we're on now the second iteration of the PVC piping mock-up, and we've tweaked the angle slightly so that we can open up the end a bit. And then, yeah, the plan is that's going to go on there. We're going to cut the middle out and then use this basically as another neater cone, and we'll weld that over the top. Is the plan. So we're cutting out these sections, 2 slash cuts. And we kind of got sidetracked. We managed to fix whatever was wrong with the router, and now we're got a bit sidetracked because we're playing around with this now. You got to make it look like you know what you're doing, Zach.
I have no clue what I'm doing. Yeah, so I think the grey is the cutting area, so that should technically cut a cog right in the middle. That's well worth spending the money on this machine just for cutting out willies.
I'm well happy, yeah. So it was playing up earlier, and we come out here after we drew the willy, and
couldn't cut the willy.
Couldn't cut the willy, and I was gutted. Zach, I think, more so was gutted. And we had all the side off, like the multimeter was out and everything. We've tried all the fuses. It transpires it's just a faulty emergency stop button, so we hammered that a few times, and now we're back up and running. Come on then, let's make some chips.
Right, well I'm trying not to waste too much of it. Yeah, so then that is the middle of the cock. That is the edge. Okay, that's as close as I dare want to get to that. I know what I'm doing.
I need a little screwdriver to prise it up. It's hot.
It's not cold, but it's not as hot as I thought it would be. You know, it's going to blow it off. Going to blow off this cock. Wait.
Yeah, man. I'll be happy with that.
A little chode.
Wicked.
I mean, it's got a great cock to ball ratio.
Short shaft. With 3 peeps per ball. That's exactly what you wanted.
So about 1/2 inch bigger than mine.
That's a 1-to-1 scale for mine. We've been playing around with this. I'm already at the stage where I'm kind of regretting taking all this apart. Zach's cutting more willies out, and yeah, basically, I don't know. I think we need to weld the spike on, and then just start sticking this together and see where we end up. I think it looks better. Already, it looks miles better than that, though. You got to admit.
Yeah.
Whether it's worth the hours that we put into this, only time will tell. Action.
Yeah, perfect. Right.
That was like made for that.
It was actually. See if I can turn the gas on here. Hopefully I don't cock this up.
So that's the spike all welded on, and now we are cutting together the collector. You could actually use it as a treadmill.
Yeah, flip them upside down and have races on them.
Can you imagine? Be like a snowmobile. Is this a rear-wheel drive one?
Yeah. Yeah, going on a Anglia.
Oh, wicked. Turboed Anglia?
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. I've got exhaust manifold to do and then an intercooler as well.
Zewspeed sponsored by Gusto by the looks of it. Another awesome inlet made by Zach, in-house. Over the Gusto box. Find out these webs a bit more.
Yeah, you can do.
Just mocking it up. Looks like it's kind of going to work. Going to definitely have to flare this out once we cut it to get it back up to this size. But yeah, I think that looks miles better. Was that well worth the 6 hours spent? I'm not convinced. He could have cut so many more willies in that time.
I don't know, the rate that big is probably only about 3.
Just blob it in.
Blob it in.
Say goodbye to the cone.
What I really want to do is convert it to hydraulic, so just
Yeah, that's what shoots his pneumatic pipe bender was a winner. Mate.
a little bit more.
Clear it up.
Yeah, it'd be so much easier if it was hydraulic.
Like a glove. Mate, I'm well impressed with that, and that's why I came and got you to do it, because I wouldn't have done it anywhere near as neat as that. Look at it, puts the rest of the exhaust to shame now. Look at those welds compared to your welds.
Yeah, but you know, you did them years ago when I couldn't weld like that years ago. Do you know what I mean? Mike's got an erection.
I'm well happy with this. Looks the tits. So much better than a whooping great big road cone.
Just have to ignore this gap. Somebody got a bit keen.
Just plug it in.
Cutting down. It'll be alright.
Mate, it's going to look so good when it's all coated in the urinal bend white PVC piping.
You showing everyone the time yet?
It's now 9:45. We've been on this since midday.
Yeah, man. We did get the router going though.
Yeah, we cut some willies out, so that's all good. It's up to you. I don't mind carrying on going if you want to keep going.
I think we're really, really close.
Yeah, alright, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's well. Oh, I'm like that, let's well on. We're going to burn the midnight oil. Woo! Say goodbye to the spike for the last time.
Oh, right.
That fits perfectly in there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm chuffed with how that's come out.
Yeah, it does look pretty good. It does look good.
Is it better than the clay? Let me just compare it. Hang on.
Yeah, like this.
Before,
Probably better.
after. Yeah, boy. Look at that. It's much better.
I'm amazed it still lines up.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Right, so.
Got a welded little cylinder now.
Yeah, good measuring.
The last piece of the puzzle. You do realise that I brought like the wastegate and the screamer pipe fully expecting to be able to like put all that in the downpipe today. Oh, never gonna happen. Yeah. I totally underestimated how long this is going to take. As I said, man, I've done all the drawings. It should have been like cut, weld and done.
Amazingly fucking close. I bet if we cut a 17mm bit,
It was
the
pushing.
deflection in the bandsaw will probably, there'll be a way where it's right.
Alright, let's do it. Right, just going to tack in the last piece of the puzzle, a little cylinder nugget. Here's a treat yourself box. So Zach's going to be making me, one day when we get around to it, a new inlet manifold. These bits are from LPS Fab in America. They're the same bits that he's used on his escort. So we've got big tapered runners, pressed base plate, and then cut this in half, and that'll be the end tanks for a dual plenum. So yeah, I'll be getting myself a big boy inlet manifold, similar to this one. Oh yes, treat yourself. And there it is. The cone delete. The decone. Honestly, mate, I really appreciate that. That's now 11:15. You got it done. I think that was well worth the effort.
Glad one of us thinks so.
Zach's not convinced.
No, it does. Yeah,
it looks cool. Yeah, nice one, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
And cheers for letting me play with the CNC machine and cut some willies out. That was just good fun.
No, man, I appreciate it. I wouldn't have got that far without you. So. Right. My first little penis.
Your first little penis?
Well, second little penis. Third little penis, if we're counting yours.
Nah, I'm stoked. Now I've just got to do the downpipe, put the screamer pipe into the downpipe, I think, and then send it all off to get it coated. And then throw it all back together. Hopefully by then my drive shaft should have turned up. Yeah. Mate. So yeah, I've just thrown this back on. I'm going to need to tweak the downpipe a little bit to clear the V-band that's down there, and also, as I said, I'm going to try and get the screamer pipe to go back into the downpipe before I send it off to B&B Precision Engineering to get it all coated. Once again, a huge thanks to Zach, you're my man, for spending way too much time trying to sort this collector out. I think it was well worth doing just visually. I don't know if it's going to make any gains at all to the actual flow of the exhaust, but might make a little bit of an improvement. Oh yeah, check out the FPE mugs, hand designed by myself. They're available in the Big Cartel site. I'll put a link just below. Also, I've got the T-Mill site up and running with all the t-shirts and hoodies. So yeah, go and treat yourself. I've also got with the mugs, I'm also doing the cartoon engines. So I've currently got Crossflows, Pintos, Cozzies and Zetechs, and I'm going to be doing CVHs, Duratechs, and probably BDGs or BDAs at some point soon. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed us messing about with the CNC machine and welding up some pipes. In the next video I might have some drive shafts that turned up. Yeah, just be cracking on with getting this back on the road ready for 2022 show season and hopefully do some track days. Catch up with you later. Take it easy.